The DJI Mavic 4 Pro has become the most talked about drone release in recent memory, and not without reason. From the moment whispers of its development started swirling, the expectations began to build. Months of leaks, speculation, and expert commentary only heightened the sense that this drone was going to be a game changer. And now, as its features finally come into sharper focus, it's clear that DJI is reaching for new heights in drone innovation, though not without some surprising omissions that have left parts of the creative community both impressed and slightly disappointed. At the heart of the Mavic 4 Pro is its camera, which embodies DJI's ongoing collaboration with legendary optics company Hasselblad. This partnership has always delivered strong imaging tools in DJI drones, but this time they've gone even further with a completely redesigned Micro Four Thirds sensor. That upgrade alone elevates the Mavic 4 Pro into a different league, offering not just higher resolution, but also a more refined grasp of light, color, and detail. The camera is capable of capturing jaw-dropping 100-megapixel images at an almost absurd level of detail for a drone this compact. Such resolution isn't merely for show. It allows for deep crops, large-scale prints, and breathtaking aerial compositions with clarity that used to be the domain of professional land-based systems. But the magic of the Mavic 4 Pro isn't just in the megapixel count. DJI's clever use of a quad-bearer-style pixel arrangement, which divides each pixel into smaller subunits, enhances both the sharpness and the color fidelity of the final image. Even when you're not shooting at full resolution, the system can intelligently downsample and process images into stunning 24 or 25-megapixel shots that retain impressive depth, dynamic contrast, and true-to-life color. This fusion of high resolution and smart image processing means the Mavic 4 Pro adapts fluidly to the user's needs, delivering excellence whether you're shooting for giant prints or mobile screens. And of course, photography is only half the story. Video performance in the Mavic 4 Pro has taken a giant leap, pushing well into cinema territory. The drone is expected to record 6K video at 60 frames per second, ensuring ultra-smooth motion and a level of detail that's ideal for high-end productions. If slow motion is your thing, then the ability to shoot 4K at 120 frames per second is a major win. That level of flexibility opens up endless creative avenues ranging from emotionally rich cinematic storytelling to adrenaline-filled action captures. Even more remarkable is the 16 stops of dynamic range the camera offers. This allows the sensor to manage intense lighting variations with ease, preserving highlights and shadow details in scenes that would usually overwhelm standard drones. Whether you're filming a golden sunrise over rugged terrain or capturing dramatic light play between mountains and clouds, this drone keeps all those elements perfectly balanced. DJI has also added not one but two telephoto lenses to the Mavic 4 Pro, dramatically increasing its versatility. The first is a mid-range lens equivalent to a 17mm focal length, armed with a 48-megapixel sensor. This setup is ideal for closer subjects or dramatic storytelling techniques, and it records at a crisp 4K 60 fps, even stretching to 120 fps with HDR for ultra-smooth shots. The second lens pushes even further with a 168mm equivalent focal length and a 50-megapixel sensor designed for distant subjects. While it captures excellent detail, its video performance doesn't quite match the first telephoto. It maxes out at 4K 60 fps in HDR and dips in SDR mode, which feels like a bit of a compromise for a drone of this caliber. Moving on from the optics, DJI has reimagined navigation and flight safety with the introduction of laser-based environmental scanning. Yes, actual LiDAR technology on a drone of this class. This advanced system enables real-time 3D mapping of the drone's environment, giving pilots the ability to fly with confidence even in low-light conditions or complex terrains. True omnidirectional sensing is no longer a dream but a reality, reducing the risk of collisions dramatically. Whether you're weaving through a forest canopy or navigating tight urban spaces, the Mavic 4 Pro acts like it has eyes everywhere. The physical performance of the drone also sees a boost. Thanks to improved aerodynamics and enhanced stabilization, the Mavic 4 Pro can resist wind speeds up to 43 kilometers per hour, about 27 miles per hour, making it reliable even in unpredictable conditions. Its top speed reaches an impressive 25 meters per second, which translates to roughly 90 kilometers per hour or 56 miles per hour. That's plenty fast for capturing dynamic sequences, fast-moving subjects, or sweeping action scenes. But what really sets it apart is the control. It's not just fast, it's fast in a controlled, cinematic way, which is what filmmakers crave. One of the truly revolutionary additions is what DJI calls the Infinity Gimbal. This new gimbal system enables full 360-degree rotation, completely transforming how shots can be composed. No longer are you confined to limited panning or tilting. With this freedom, creators can capture fluid, immersive movements that were once only possible with large rigs or multi-camera setups. It's not just about flexibility, it's about redefining what's possible with drone cinematography. And yes, vertical video is fully supported now, making the Mavic 4 Pro ready for social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Content creators can now frame their vertical shots with cinematic precision and high production value. Battery life is another area where DJI has made significant strides. The Mavic 4 Pro is rumored to deliver up to 51 minutes of flight time under optimal conditions, a nearly 20% improvement over its predecessor. For creators in the field, that means more time to scout scenes, experiment with angles, and get the perfect shot without constant interruptions to swap batteries. It's the kind of upgrade that subtly but powerfully enhances productivity and creativity. Connectivity, too, is stepping into a new era. DJI introduces the AcuSync 4 Plus, a refined communication system that boosts range, stability, and reliability. With a maximum range of 30 kilometers (18.6 miles), it offers coverage that exceeds most practical needs. Still, for professionals conducting surveys over large terrains, filming remote locations, or managing live events, this extended range is a huge benefit. It's not just about the distance, it's about maintaining an ultra-stable feed and responsive controls throughout. The controller has also undergone a thoughtful redesign. The new RC2 Pro controller forgoes the previous fixed screen in favor of a more adaptable form. It features a foldable build with a bright mini LED display and even supports rotation for seamless switching between landscape and portrait modes. This design pays homage to earlier DJI systems that allowed tablet docking, but with modern refinements and a more ergonomic user experience. It complements the drone's expanded vertical shooting capabilities and makes framing those social-ready shots easier than ever. However, despite all these innovations, some omissions are causing a stir among enthusiasts and professionals alike. The most glaring of these is the lack of built-in electronic ND filters. Neutral density filters are essential for controlling exposure during bright daylight shoots while maintaining proper motion blur. Having them built in would have saved time and made it easier for filmmakers on the move. As it stands, creators will have to manually attach external ND filters, an old-school approach that feels oddly out of place on such a forward-thinking drone. Another letdown is the absence of ProRes RAW and ProRes 4440 for video format support. These are critical tools for professional post-production workflows, especially for those working in film or high-end commercial spaces. Without them, creators looking for maximum editing latitude might be limited. For casual shooters or even many YouTubers, this won't be a huge deal, but for industry professionals, it's a noticeable shortfall. The fixed aperture design on the dual telephoto lenses is also something of a setback. While fixed apertures simplify construction and size, they limit flexibility in changing lighting conditions. Transitioning from a bright landscape to a shadowy scene could require stopping to adjust settings or risk overexposure. An adjustable aperture would have added another layer of creative control that's currently missing. Finally, we get to the cost, and it's not for the faint of heart. The base model of the Mavic 4 Pro is expected to launch at approximately $2,000 to $100, which already places it in premium territory. Add the Flymore combo with extra batteries, a carrying case, and spare propellers and the price jumps to about $2,800. For the serious creators, there's also the Creator Combo. This version packs in more onboard storage up to 512 gigabytes, enhanced charging systems, and additional high-end accessories, bringing the total to a whopping $3,800. That's a significant investment. But when you consider everything packed into this drone, from its imaging power and flight intelligence to its gimbal freedom and connectivity enhancements, the value proposition is undeniable for professionals. Despite the few missing features, the DJI Mavic 4 Pro is shaping up to be one of the most powerful, creative, and capable drones DJI has ever released. It's not perfect, but it's close. And in a world where aerial storytelling is only growing more important, this drone could very well be the new gold standard. Whether you're a filmmaker, content creator, or tech enthusiast, there's a lot to be excited about and just enough left out to keep the conversation going.